don't avoid it. And so yeah, that's what I do.
Yeah, and I think a difference as well is, so Forex markets only close at the weekend. Stock markets close every day. So
Yes.
we get that every single day, but the stock markets, they close at the weekend. This is why there's all kinds of shenanigans then.
Right.
Michael asks, the rules state take profit RSI 50. Just curious why we wouldn't wait till closer to 70 or 30 to take profit, depending on the direction you're trading.
That's a great question. So in putting the strategy together and after looking at it for back testing and many years of looking at it, I found there are a lot of reversals at 50. When it gets to RSI 50, a lot of times the price will reverse back and go the other way. So, yeah, there are times where it'll go back up to 70 and even higher. You say, well, if I left it in there, I would have had more profit. But again, the strategy has been back tested and works at RSI 50. If it worked at 60 or 40, we would have had that number, but it works at 50. So good question though.
Wonderful. Yeah, the one time it actually runs all the way from 30 to 70, you remember, and then there's all the times it hits 50 and then sharply turns the next day.
Exactly right. Back to what you were saying about having a bias, right?
Right.
So you don't want to have that. So
Right. And Dean asks, after trade entry, if the trend is strongly in your favor, would you move your stop loss to mirror the run of the trade?
that's another great question. So to me, you could actually, I like to just have a stop loss, put it in and leave it alone. There's some people say, well, why can't I do a trailing stop loss, or why can I? So, I can add 10 more rules to the trading strategy, but then it would be as simple as I want to keep it, right? It's a good question, but I generally stick with one stop loss. All right, we're good. All right, so again, thanks everyone for submitting your projects. Appreciate that. Now let's go in to the market and take a look. Going to take a look at some stocks and what's going on in the market. All right, so first I want to look at the market itself and take a look at how it's doing versus what we have in terms of the strategy.